They ask about what?
Anatovo surgical subcutaneous of incision in frontoparieto-occipital region, especially of hematomas, spreading, methods of hemostasis.
Okay. And so what they are actually saying here is in the how you make incision. You know it is bone, right?
Bone, yeah.
So if you want to make incision on this bone, you know you are going to start from first we need to shave the hair, you understand?
Shave of the
You understand?
yeah.
So and then after we shave the hair, then we can incise make incision on the skin. You understand? Make incision on the now. We're going to, after the skin, the next is going to be not make incision, but cut through the skull. You understand? Cut through the skull. Using, what do you use? Using a saw. You understand? This it is special saw. It is called saw.
School saw.
It's called that they used to cut the bone of the head. So after this one now, then we can after under the bone there is what they call periosteum. You understand? Periosteum. Periosteum. This is the membrane that separates the skull from the brain. You understand this? We have the bone of the head.
Bone of the head, yeah.
Then we have periosteum. You understand? After periosteum now we have what we call meninges. There are 3 layers of meninges. This one is outer one. This one is middle one. This one is middle one, and this one is the inner one. All this after the air. After even this is the bone, right? After the air, you get to this before you get to the brain. You understand?
So what about the skin? After that, it's not skin.
Okay.
Hair.
Okay, let us put the skin. I think this is the skull, right? Let me use this one to indicate the skin. You understand?
Does hair, skin, after that bone.
So hair, skin, bone, periosteum, dura mater, arachnoid matter, pia matter, then brain.
So Mansour, this one is first you have skin, after that bone. The red one is bone, yeah. Hair, skin, skull. Mansour was called
Periosteum.
Periosteum, yeah.
Periosteum.
Periosteum. Dura mater. Arachnoid. Dura mater, arachnoid. Pia mater. So this dura mater, arachnoid mater, and pia mater, they all, this is called meninge. Meninges of the brain. Okay.
And so you cut through this, and then they ask us about anatomical substantiation. That is, what are the anatomical structure we see if you want to make the incision on the skull. So and now you see the anatomical structure that we come across. And so then the anatomical substantiation of incision of the frontal, parietal, occipital region. So and then you know that all this region, frontal, parietal, and the occipital region, all of them, they have this.
Yeah.
And so and then the speciality of hematoma spreading. Yeah, it means that how does the bleeding in the head in one place of the brain move to another?
So you mean that mostly when you do the surgery, bleeding will occur?
When you don't do surgery, the speciality of blood spreading. Now somebody had an accident, this blood, it hit his head, maybe our head on the floor, and then in the brain, blood vessels damage.
Yeah.
What is special about this blood that damaged in this place? What can you say about it? What will happen to this person?
And when you see somebody has accident of the head, you see bleeding, yeah? So what blood, how damage, yeah?
Yeah, so they now talk about why is it important that this blood is moving from one place to another.
How? You mean why, yeah?
So and then let me put the question of spreading, patient of hematoma spreading. Okay, so okay. So due to the connections, so you see, it is this one now. Let's say this person has problem here in the head, around here, and blood vessels in this region damages. What do we call this place? Because there is another name for this one is this is one space, right?
Yeah.
And then here is another space.
Yeah.
This place is another space too. And these all those spaces they have their different names. Okay. So and then the space now, it is this one, it is dura mater. We have dura mater here. So here we call it we call that space epidural space, because let me see, this is between the periosteum and the dura mater, right? Periosteum, dura mater. So the space between them, we call it epidural.
Epidural.
So then the space under the dura mater, they call it subdural space.
Subdural space. Epi, it means that before, yeah?
And then here we have under the arachnoid matter, they call arachnoid space. Okay, subarachnoid space. And then what is now the specialty of what they are now talking about is if the person is having the head like this,
I like this drawing, is very good.
Okay, and so if this is we can say this is the occipital, right?
Yeah.
So this place, it is
temporal,
and then
frontal.
Here, so here we have frontal. Okay, and then so they ask that if there is problem in this place, it is what? This place, it is occipital, right?
Yeah.
But now you see it is occipital. Let's say it is occipital, and then it is subdural. or let's say epidural. You understand? Epidural in injury. Epidural space, right?
Yeah.
Of occipital region.
Hospital region, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So bleeding in this place, if there is bleeding in this place, you understand? This bleeding can spread because it is on epidural space, right?
Yeah, yeah.
From this epidural space, it can go to the frontal.
To the frontal.
You understand?
But why cannot go like that? Because there is no
see
space.
brain. You can see membrane.
So it go like that.
Yeah, so it can go from this occipital to frontal to temporal through the, you understand?
To the own.
Yeah, through the space, through
the own space,
subdural space, because this space it continues from all through the brain.
And it go like that whole.
Yeah, like that. So this is what they asked, that they said specialty of hematoma spreading
Yeah.
from one region to another.
Yeah.
So, and then this is, and I put specialty of hematoma spreading in the brain. It is due to the connection between the different regions. Different regions of the brain. So, and I've given an example.
Yeah.
So this is what they want us to understand here, that okay, why is it blood move from one region of the skull, you understand, to another? They put here already fronto parieto occipital, you understand? So if it is in the back, it can move to the front. If it is in the front, it can move to the back.
To the back,
and
yeah.
It is because of this the spaces.
The space.
Yeah, and then you should remember the name of those spaces: subdural, epidural, subarachnoid space. Okay, and then after now, they now talk about method of hemostasis.
So, Master, I just said due to connection of the different region.
Yeah, so you should be able to give the layers first, anatomical, surgical. You understand? Because if you don't understand the anatomical structure, how would you know connection between them? You understand?
Correct.
So
yeah.
What you are going to tell the teacher is because of the connection.
So if in epidura it go to the frontal.
Epidural.
Epidural.
I have said it again, that it can come from front to back or from back to front.
To front. But
the space
but Master, what
same.
about here we don't have dura mater, of course.
Yeah, it is reasonable. There is no dura mater there, because in this, if you finish here, or the dura mater in the brain fixed, it can
Master, one more thing. This is no, Master, if Master, it's not like them. For example, here.
What?
Master, for example, from here it can move to here. Yeah.
It can go to anywhere.
To anywhere.
Yes, it is surround. This is brain, and then all these things, they surround the brain. So if it happens here, it can come here. It can come here.
But it cannot go. For example, in epiduroma, you cannot go to the arachnoid, subarachnoid.
No, if there is, let me say nail. If you put nail like this, so if you put nails in, and then here we have epidural, we have subarachnoid. Automatically, what is here can come here if there is penetrating injury. You understand? If there is penetrating injury, it can move from epidural to subdural,
and even down
or deeper or into the brain. But if it is, now they ask about this question, method of spreading.
How to spread?
Yeah, specialty of spreading, and then it is simple to say it is because of the connection, because all of them, they are connected by the meninges.
Meninges connected.
So if it happens, because all meninges are like one, if it happens in this region, it can move from here and then come here. You understand?
Yeah.
But if it is penetrating injury, it can move from here also to here.
Even to brain. How would go
to the brain.
Okay.
Okay, so method of hemostasis. Hemostasis.
It's not how to stop bleeding.
So this. you identify the damaged vessels,
You should know which vessel, yeah?
you should look for which blood vessel has problem. The blood is coming out from. You understand this?
Which blood vessel?
In the brain. In the brain, there are which blood vessel can you remember in the brain? Do you remember anyone?
I must say, I don't know.
Okay, so but it's not a problem. We'll not waste time on that one. Because I remember we talked about this blood vessel sometime before. Common carotid, external and internal.
Carotid artery, yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Sorry. So if bleeding is coming from, usually we should expect blood to be coming from branches of the internal carotid artery, because external carotid artery does not supply the brain. So you just look for the branch, and then it's going to give to posterior, and then it's going to give the, and then so in that case now we look for which artery has problem. If it is here now, what we do, it is we can do so this is to ensure this is ensured by identifying the damaged vessels, then do vascular bypass, some kind of anastomosis.
They put artificial.
Yeah. So you can either do put some artificial vessel or do grafting. Grafting is a process by which you can do bone grafting, you can do skin grafting, you can do blood vessels grafting, you can do anything grafting. It means where you will take, maybe this bone now is not working very well, you take some small bone from another part of the same person's body and put in this place. They call it grafting.
It's called grafting.
So it is the same thing. If skin of one part is spoiled, you can take skin from another part of the person's body and put it in this place. This is called grafting. So now we can also do vascular bypass or a kind of anastomosis, or we do grafting. How do we get grafting? So we use saphenous vein from the leg. Usually that is what they will use, saphenous vein.
Vein from
the leg is used for grafting of the blood vessels. You can use it for coronary artery vessels in case of somebody having cardiac infarction, coronary artery disease. So in that
and which is not need, yeah, you mean? Somebody has myocardial infarction, so you mean that?
No, I mean if somebody has myocardial infarction, you can take the blood, you can remove these blood vessels. Myocardial infarction will happen if there is no blood supply to the heart.
Yeah.
Blood is not coming to the heart because blood vessels is damaged.
It's damaged, yeah.
You remove this blood vessel that is damaged, then you put another blood vessel
in another part of the body.
You take from another part of the body and you come and put it. I'm telling you that you can use this vein to come and put in this place.
Not for brain, only for I mean for heart also.
Yes, not only for brain, but also for the heart. So now we answer the main questions that they want us to know. In this case, anatomical structure, you know. This why there is spreading of blood bleeding from one region to another, and then how we can prevent hemostasis, how we can prevent bleeding.
And also for methods of hemostasis, this is the ensured by identifying the damage of the vessel. You should know with the blood vessel damage because you want to repair it. Yeah, you want to know what is going wrong there.
You know where the problem is.
As a diagnosis, it's like
that, yeah. So if you know where the problem is, then you will know how you.
Vascular they do usually vascular biopsy. Bypass.
It is you add now. This thing is like this. Then here there is problem.
Yeah.
Then you can cut here, and then you cut here, and then you take it like that. then you put something. You put something in this, you understand?
In this area to be anastomosis.
Yeah, like that. So what?
Man, so what about if they putting there together, switching?
Put what?
They cut here and switch this side, switching. Do you understand me?
Yeah, I understand you. But what about it's going to? Yeah, they do, but they don't do it again. It was long time before now, because after some years, this thing will start to bleed again if they do what you say. So, but because of that, they develop the treatment and they change it to bypass.
To bypass. Okay.
Blood vessels are very small, so if you are stitching, it is very, even the needle they use for